All right, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin. This is SmellGoodz. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit as I introduce another fragrance house to you. I'll give you the background, the backstory of it really quickly. Checking emails, of course, as I do from time to time. And I got an email from a brand that said, hey, we enjoy what you're doing. We think you're doing a great job for the fragrance community. We'd love to collaborate, send you some fragrances, see what you think, and make yourself available or make the fragrances available to your community, so to you guys. So I said, sure. Again, as always, I let them know all of my reviews, 100% honest. I don't compromise, my character, my integrity over a bottle of fragrance, right? If you send it to me and it's trash, I'll let you know that it's not good. I won't necessarily call it trash, but I'll just say it's not good, not in my scent profile. But if it's good, I'm also gonna let you know that it's good. Just how I operate. All right. And so they were like, cool. So they sent over, this was maybe about 3 weeks ago, or late last week, they sent over an email that said, hey, we're going to send it over because they were trying to get some of their new fragrances ready to go. They have them. So they said, we're going to send over a few. So I've got them. We're going to talk about them. All right. The brand I'm talking about, the house we're talking about, is called ZOHA Aroma. They are based out of, I believe, Toronto, but definitely out of Canada. And they do a lot of inspired buys or influenced by takes on fragrances, as well as they have their own fragrances, their own original scents that they do. And so they sent over two of the ones that are newer from them that are takes on things. So we're going to talk about them. I'll give you my thoughts on them and also let you know where you can purchase them. And I've got a discount code that I'll make sure I put into the description there, so you can check it out for yourself, see what you think. All right. So they sent over, and they sent over a box, of course, that had it. But as far as the fragrances, they did not come in a box. They come in this little kind of like sash or cachet, whatever you want to call it. If you can see there, probably you can see the embossing of the logo, as well as the website and everything on the little pouch here. And the fragrances will sit in there. They sent over two different ones. All right. Let's talk about the first one that they sent over. This one is called Hibiscus Bloom. Now, these are all EDP concentration. This is a 55 ml, so just under 2 ounces as far as the bottle. On the side, you can see there is the note breakdown, as well as their website. As far as the bottle itself, nice size bottle, nice cap. It's not magnetic, it just kind of sits in there, but sits very snugly in there. In fact, the blue Talisman, or the other one that I have, will be, you'll kind of see that. And then as far as the sprayer, nice sprayer. And this one, now I have spent a little time with each of them, so it's not a first impression as much as it is kind of letting you know what I think about them. But in the air, you get what this is. But from the name Hibiscus, if you didn't, figure out what it may be doing its take on, this is definitely a take on Hibiscus Majad by Maison Crivelli. And in the air, you get Hibiscus Majad. You get that scent profile. You get it. It's not a one-to-one. I think when I was looking at the note breakdown, I think it's a cinnamon note that's missing from this as opposed to Hibiscus Majad. So not a 100% attempt there, but definitely in the 90-95 percentile range. You get that scent profile in the air. Now, one thing I'll also say, for me, Hibiscus Majad is a very potent, very kind of loud, floral, fruity, not really fruity, but loud floral type of fragrance that hibiscus kind of just is there. This, however, is a little more subtle. Even though it's in the air, this is still a room shifter, but it's a little more subtle. This is, in my opinion, probably a little more wearable in different environments. For me, Hibiscus Majad is very much a situational fragrance. You got to make sure it's the right environment, the right crowd, all of those things, just because it is a very potent fragrance. This, however, is a little more wearable, in my opinion, in a few different scenarios, right? And because of how this blasts off of skin, You don't need a lot of sprays on this. This, again, even as I'm talking to you, I'm still breathing in this fragrance. I'm still breathing in the floral notes. I'm still breathing in that rose. I'm still breathing in all of the things that are part of this scent. As far as longevity on this one in particular, I can tell you the first night that I got it from my P.O. box, pulled it out. That evening, probably maybe an hour or two before I went to bed, I did spray it on just to kind of see how it was on skin. I can tell you that the next morning when I got up, this was still on skin. This was still there. So this, and it still was doing its thing. So it still will give you probably a good 8-9 hours of, at least being present on skin. It's not, of course, going to project for that long, but it is going to at least be a profile that you can definitely pick up and get off of skin. Yeah, this right here, really good interpretation, really good take on it. Like I said, the only thing as far as the notes is missing is, for me, it's not very noticeable. And again, I'm going off of scent memory. I'm not going off of a one-to-one as far as smelling them both right here for you. But as far as just my scent memory of Hibiscus Majad, this is pretty much in the ballpark. This is going to get you right in there. And this is Hibiscus Bloom from the house. All right. You can see on their website that you can see they have a variety of fragrances. Again, they will do their own interpretations as well as or their own fragrances, I should say. They have some OG ones, original ones that they do themselves, as well as they do their take. Prices are pretty reasonable. What is that, like in the $40 range for a 55 ml, or you can get, I think it's a 20 ml. So definitely in the price range that you would expect for inspired buys or influenced by takes. The other one that they sent, and I think I gave it away a little earlier, but the other one that they sent was Blue Sparkle, and that is their take on Blue Talisman. Now, this cap really sits in there very snugly on this one, just because I want to point that out. Let's get this on hand here. Guard it from the mic. And you do get Blue Talisman in the air. Very much there. As far as the notes, I'll let you see them there. They're on the side there. But you got bergamot, pear, mandarin, ginger, orange blossom, and musk. I think when I looked at the official notes for Blue Talisman, I think there's just a couple of woods that are missing. So this is not designed to be as woody, if you will, as the original Blue Talisman. But definitely in the space. Now, I'll just tell you, the Hibiscus Majad is still floating in the air. I'm still breathing that in. That's still pumping off of the skin. This, of course, is taking a slight backseat to it, but you can still get that citrus that's in there, that orange that's in there, that bergamot. Yeah, you still get those things in there. This will last. Same night that I had this on, I put this on as far as the Blue Sparkle / Blue Talisman. And it still was there in the morning, was not as potent as this one was, as the Hibiscus Bloom, but you can still pick it up. So longevity may be really, as far as really noticeable, may be closer to that 6, maybe 7 hour mark, as opposed to the 8-9 hour mark that I've noticed with Hibiscus Bloom, but still get you there. This, when I think about other clones that I had or other inspired takes on Blue Talisman that I've put nose on, immediately what comes to mind, of course, is what is that? Art of Universe by Lattafa. This is not as sweet as the Art of Universe take is. This is more of a mature, more closer, in my opinion, to the OG of Blue Talisman. Again, not a one-to-one, still in that 90-95 percentile range, but definitely something that could work very well as an alternative towards Blue Talisman. All right, that's it as far as just my thoughts on them. Good house, good fragrances, good takes on stuff. Nothing that just comes off as far as the two that they sent, as far as being completely off base. Definitely get you into the space as far as the scent profile of what they're saying that they're doing, and does it in a way that sticks around. So check them out. I've got, like I mentioned, I've got a discount code for you in the description there for you to check out. Let me know your thoughts if you have experience with the House of ZOHA Aroma. Definitely would love to hear your thoughts, your take on it. But so far, I'm pretty impressed as far as what they sent over. Nothing that I'm looking at and saying, no, not going to work. Everything I'm looking at for the 2 that they sent over, really nice, really good. Definitely works very well for me as far as the fragrance. In fact, this one, the Hibiscus Bloom, my wife definitely was like, hey, what are you doing with that? So this might actually end up going over to wifey, although it's still, I can wear this as well. It is definitely a unisex fragrance, but this is something that she is kind of had her eyes and ears and nose on. So, but definitely something that you may want to check out if your girl is into, the lady in your life is kind of into that. You might check this out as well. All right. That's it for this review. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, stay safe, stay sane, stay smelling good. And then, of course, hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notifications, share, watch the video that's here, as well as watch the video that's here. And then see you next time. Have a great one. Be blessed. Peace.